Hi guys, my name's Nick and I live in Stroud with my lovely wife Jenna and my girls Sophia and Chloe. Sophia's 7 years old and Chloe's 4 years old. And I haven't always lived in Stroud. I've been in Stroud for about 10 years, something like that. Before that, grew up all over the world. So grew up in Australia, snorkeling on the Barrier Reef, and places like Hong Kong, Canada and Zimbabwe, and some pretty cool places. Moved to Stroud, went to school in Cheltenham for a while, so I knew about Stroud and moved to Stroud with Jenna 10 years ago or so. I'm an entrepreneur, so I run my own business in Stroud, but we have a team of about 15 people globally in all sorts of different places, so a distributed team of people in the online fundraising. So I help nonprofits with fundraising online, and that keeps me busy and well paid, and I get to help amazing charities, which is really cool. I decided to follow Jesus when I was 26, so I was pretty late to it. I didn't grow up as a Christian. Before that, I was actually an atheist. I grew up I went to a pretty strict school. I was kind of forced to go to church 6 days a week at school, and I rejected that. I felt that there was a lot of hypocrisy with people, and I confused God and religion really. And I guess I came from a very religious school, and I kind of rejected God, but what I didn't realize is actually what I didn't like was religion. And so I was an atheist, and I was living it up and doing all sorts of things, drugs, rock and roll, sex, all that stuff, pretty hedonistic lifestyle. And it was just really empty. And I got into a lot of debt. I was in a lot of debt in my early 20s. I had quite a few Christian friends back then praying for me, and I just couldn't believe what they believed at the time. I was just like, I couldn't believe that these intelligent people believe this stuff, because I didn't believe it and I didn't kind of see it for what it was. I just didn't really know what life was about, and started seeking things and went on an Alpha course, and eventually kind of found the truth through all that religion, all that atheism, and through everything. God was kind enough to reveal his truth to me over time, and my mind was changed, and my outlook was changed, and I started to follow him, believe his word, and haven't looked back. So that was like 14, 15 years ago. I'm 40 now. And so, yeah, when I was 14, not 40, the thing I remember is being pretty obsessed about the opposite sex, to be honest, to be pretty obsessed about girls at the time, trying to fit in, trying to be cool, and spending way too much time worrying about what I looked like, my red hair and my weight and things like that. It's such a waste of time, because I am what God made me, and but I remember spending a lot of time kind of worried about what I looked like. But I wish I hadn't now, looking back, because really it doesn't make that much difference at all in the long run. When you find someone you love, they love you for who you are. And I guess I worried what I looked like back then. And I also think I didn't really know who I was when I was 14, right? And I certainly wasn't happy with who I thought I was back then. Just didn't fit. I didn't know Jesus. I didn't have a foundation. I didn't have those kind of things growing up. So I was kind of just a bit all over the place. Probably led to my hedonistic lifestyle in my teens and in my early 20s, where I went a bit off the rails. In terms of what's been going on with coronavirus, obviously a crazy situation the world's found itself in. I have nothing to compare it to when I was growing up or anything. But thanks to Jesus, we're in a good place. Family's in a good place. Businesses in a good place. I feel like I'm, rising to the challenge, and feel like I'm kind of supporting my staff, and keeping people employed is important at the moment. They're all supporting families, so that's really important to me that they can do that. And I'm supporting my own family, looking after the kids and helping Jenna at home, and just being the kind of person I want to be. And that's, Jesus has just made me comfortable with who I am. Like, I know who I am in Christ now. I'm not the perfect finished version of myself or anything like that, but I am comfortable with who I am and my place on this planet, and in a way I wasn't when I was 14. So look, I hope this video blesses some of you, and keep strong in your faith. It will, I wish when I was 14 that I knew Jesus, and I'm kind of jealous of your future because you get to build on those foundations. God bless.